Right, good morning folks, welcome back to the channel. Ooh, I'm out on a walk. Oh, it's been long overdue, this has. Oh dear. Well, I'm not going to do the Christmas and New Year thing, so whatever. Right, what's the video about? Obviously, I'm out having a trot. I don't know if the long-term viewers of the channel will know I've always tried to find this place called Coldrum Long Barrow that I used to call various different names, but that's what it's called. Just been down there, surprisingly quite busy, quite a few people milling around and kids and that, so I didn't get any sort of pickies or footage, but that might be something we'll revisit another day. Quite surprised how many people I've already seen, to be fair. I'll share a map of where I'm heading. So I'm just going to do a little 4-miler, just try and get myself back into the swing of things. Get out and about. And I will try and patch this whole kind of this video and future videos into the whole prepping and whatnot. So I'll pop a link for the video that I did on the desktop exercise on how I prepare for a given scenario. Obviously world politics seems to have taken a bit of a different turn at the moment, so we'll see what that brings. Nevertheless, I thought I'd go on a little walkie walk in sort of in a familiar area but unfamiliar routes, just to try and build up some knowledge of the landscape, knowledge of places that you could go to in times of difficult circumstance. So like where I am today, for example, it's a shame I didn't have the camera on in the car, because it was a bit of an interesting road to get down. Now, I drove my work truck, 4-wheel drive, nice and wide, nice and stable. Problem is, the little road I had to go down just to get to the car park for where I am here looks like quite a reasonable, reasonable sized road. And bloody hell, it was like this, like there's just a drop one side and then a slope the other, and the vehicle so blooming wide is literally the width of the road. If I'd met a vehicle coming the other way or a bit of the road had washed away, whatever, you'd have no chance. Oh. Wow. Oh, it's great being out. Right, I'm going to carry on up to my next kind of junction. I'll pick you back up and we'll carry on having a chat. That's some interesting observations. So I'm walking on a very popular route, clearly, just by the state of it. What I am seeing is, just by the nature of the geography that I'm walking through, so to my left is a hill, a very long hill. So I'm on Pilgrim's Way. So to the left of me is the hill, and then on top of that is the North Downs Way. I think that's right. Am I on? Can't think. Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I'm either on the North Downs Way now, on Pilgrim's Way, or what. But anyway, so obviously I'm walking along a natural ridge line, and I can see every once in a while there's a bit of a trodden path, and the hill, I don't know if you can really make out, but it's got tiers to it, and those tiers sort of form a little blind crest, and you can kind of see where people have had a go at making shelters or overnighted out here. I'm not that far from anywhere really, probably only a couple of miles from some big towns. You've got kind of like the Rochester and Gillingham, Medway Valley kind of area. Not that far. God, I can hear shotguns. It's funny, the sound of it itself doesn't bother me. Doing it doesn't bother me. Being on my own, trotting along, and you hear that. Anywho, yeah, I wonder if this might be a not bad location for a little I'll do maybe a bit of a longer walk, and somewhere along this area might be a good place to do like a bit of a day camp sort of thing. Rocking Christmas present at the moment. Got my bag draped over it, so I'll show you my bag when I stop. Oop. Ooh. Just trying it out because that other camo bag I've got is heavy, it is big, and I've probably got more useful stuff in this than I did having the big bag. When I go camping and stuff like that, like, yeah, it's worth it, but going on these little walks, maybe not so. So many little trails just peel off. Yeah, I was just amazed how busy it was earlier. I mean, what time are we at now? So we're at midday. Sorry, yeah, midday, and yeah, I've seen a good few people, cyclists. The ground is firmed up now. I'm a bit higher up the hill, but my God, is it muddy down at the base of the ridge line down there. Whew. Just shows you that no matter how far out you think you are, I don't know if you can see it up there. Bloody telegraph pole. So I don't know if that would be a particularly good place to be, actually. In a shit the fan scenario, the authorities going to be worried about local overhead infrastructure like that. What's the telegraph? Maybe it's power, actually, not telegraph. Ooh. Lots of trees marked for coppicing, I see. Ooh. Right, I'm going to get up to the... I'm walking along a field line at the moment, so I'm going to get up to a junction where it cuts across the field at a 45-degree angle, and I'll pick you up as I trot across the field. Just found an interesting little building. Don't know what it was meant to be. I assume it was toilets or something. Very odd. Now, I should be heading down there. But because I'm a bit of a tit, I've got a charger pack with me. I've got 47% on my phone, and I didn't bring a lead out. Oh yeah. So as I was saying, being a bit of a dickhead, I didn't bring a lead out with me, an iPhone lead, so I can't charge my phone, which means two things. One, I won't be able to record, because the rate my battery seems to go down at the moment. It means I will run out quite quickly. And the other thing being that I'll be turning off and heading down a route that I'm definitely not familiar with and does need some sort of skill to join all the little pathways up. So, the safest option is we've got a good couple of miles in one direction, so we'll just go back that way. Still been out, still had a good walk, still had a good little scout around. Come back better prepared another day. Yeah, prepping, there you go. If we got time, get back to the wagon. We'll have a brew up on the tailgate, have a cup of tea, something to nibble on. Yeah. Right. I'll bring it back if there's anything interesting. Spooky building. So not going in there on my own. We can get on here in a vehicle then. I mean, there's a Jeep. My God, just there. Wow, what a view, eh? So clearly I've got too much time on my hands when I'm just walking along on my lonesome. You know, I was just thinking how dangerous it is to look where you're going. Stupid thing to say, I know. What I mean is, I'm walking along, because it's quite slippery, I'm looking down, you know, avoiding the roots and the little holes and whatnot. And yet actually, I just stuck my head up a second ago and I thought, shit, have I just walked past my turn off? Ah, getting there. So actually, if you didn't know the area, you spent too long looking at the ground so that you didn't trip up, fall over, break your bloody ankle, and actually lose your way quite easily. Oh, bloody hell, the ground. It's like a chalk and a clay type substance. Ooh. Good couple of hours out. Sorry for cutting the filming off rather abruptly. For some reason my phone decided to restart. I got back to the truck. As you can see, I did a little brew up. It's always nice. A bit too busy really today, so we'll try this one again another day. But I was just looking at the map. I think there's a good 6-7 miles, kind of like as an end-to-end walk I'd like to do. So I have to sweet talk the missus. So if you're watching, let's see if I can get a drop off and a pick up, because it looks like the walk could be quite good. It's sort of, I'll show you. I'll bring a map up and I'll show you the route it takes. So I'm now going to drive back home, sort my kit out, and return to normality, I guess. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye bye.